You. I've got a question about a carbon price. We know Adam's view. He's a member of a party with a very strong view on the need for a carbon price. I'd like to ask all three of the rest of you, would you be likely to support a government that proposed a carbon price? And if so, what kind of mechanism would you like to see as the best way to put a price on carbon?
I go into Sydney a lot, and you ask the taxi drivers what people are talking about. At the height of the carbon debate, I said, is anyone in taxi talking about carbon? No. Now, we did very intense discussions with what we call balance of power meetings with our people, very, very intense discussions. I was absolutely amazed. Not one single one of those 20 meetings, and some of my areas are the strongest green areas in Australia, places like Mission Beach and Ravenshoe. Those areas. Not one single person raised the issue. Now, let me just tell you very bluntly what happens here. Because all you've got left in this country now, you've destroyed your manufacturing, you've closed down most of your agriculture, all you've got left is mining. And mining consists of three products: coal, iron ore and aluminium. Aluminium is congealed power. If you want to increase the price of power, then you can kiss goodbye to aluminium. It's an industry that will close down this country. And as far as coal goes, well, who are the champions of anti-coal on the nation? Australia. Who are the greatest exporters of coal in the world? Australia. So if you want to do deal the most terrible body blow to your economy, go down that pathway. And I'm sorry to be disagreeing with Adam, but I'm disagreeing very, very strongly because I'm very aware of the dangers to my country that are coming up here. Having said that, I was Mines and Energy Minister in Queensland. I did not want to build another coal-fired power station because it was going to cost the electricity payers $100 million a year. We had 4 major coal-fired. I didn't want to build a 5th one. I found out if we put solar water systems on all of the government houses, I could postpone for 9 years the building, the welfare house as well. I could postpone for 9 years the building of that power station. Now, I mean, if you are serious about doing something, don't make the people, the corporations in Sydney that buy and sell securities, because they're going to buy and sell units which are going to race out there and plant millions of trees, all of which will die. I can give you the actual figures from North Queensland when the trees were planted. I thought it was excellent. I had egg all over my face because the vast bulk of them died. But the Morgan Grenfells, the Goldman Shachs, they're rubbing their hands together. If you're selling carbon units through carbon taxes and that sort of approach. But if you act, I mean, for heaven's sake, the clean energy corridor is out there. Al Gore, I'm no fan, but he's a patron saint of greenies. Al Gore's first solution is ethanol. I mean, the solution's here to me if you are in any way serious about it. And I don't agree with, I'm not a sceptic, I'm an anti on the global warming connection. But in the oceans, I can give you the science of why the global warming connection, there's just no science, and why there is science in the ocean. So even an anti like me says, hey fellas, we better take a bit of a pull on the reins here. But there's the way to do it. I mean, there are technologies for producing no carbon emissions coal. And why isn't that being done? That's all I can say to you. So I'll conclude on that note and just say I was in the box seat, I made those decisions, and by the way, I won the Science Prize for Australia for putting solar standalone system into Coconut Island.